What up, fellas? Today we're changing out the tweeters, or whatever they're called, on this one, that one, and the two speakers in there, and up top there, somewhere there. I'm not gonna be doing the knee speakers just because it's like a lot of work. Most of the dash has to come out, and I want to see how it sounds with the new speakers. I'm gonna eventually do them, but I'm probably gonna pay a sound system shop to do it all, so that I don't have to deal with it. Also, they're probably gonna put a sub in for me in a couple weeks or months. We'll see what's up. We'll see how the speakers change the sound in this. The sound is not that bad, but I mean, there's like no bass. It's like, yeah, it's kind of bad actually. I'm about to pull it up real quick into the driveway. So we bought these speakers right here from Crutchfield. They're pretty, not too pricey. I believe these were 39 bucks. These are for the dash. These are for the soundbar, and these also go on the soundbar. But I went with Crutchfield because they gave me like a whole installation guide and everything, and then they also gave me the adapters for everything, so I don't have to do any splicing. It's all plug and play. And then I'm gonna fill the soundbar with some Polyfill, and then I also picked up some sound deadening mat from Amazon for the soundbar. A lot of people say it helps a lot, so we'll see what's up. Before we do anything, I want to see if this shit works. Damn. My boy Robert ceramic coated my Jeep. As you can see, it worked. Damn. It's just a little dusty, but he ceramic coated it the other day. I think it was 2 days ago. And I also sold the Rubicon steel bumper. Had it for like 3 weeks. I got another one coming in 2 days. So we're about to take off the negative side of the battery just because we're fucking with electronics and we ain't trying to fry up anything. So they actually sent me the whole installation guide for my Jeep to do literally all of them, so they made it very easy. I'm just gonna follow this. I'm just gonna open up the speakers real quick, see how they look. So these are the new ones. They look pretty good. They have a good amount of like weight towards them. They're not like too heavy or too small. There's the magnet for it. Alright. So instead of splicing into my harness and to the Jeep, they give us, these were free too. They usually sell them, but they gave them to me free because I bought the speakers with them. They just clip up to the speaker on the connectors, and I connect it to the harness. So this shouldn't take too long doing all this, but you know how that goes. So these are for the dashboard and then the sound bar. Fuck. And then these are for the sound bar as well. Yeah, so these are the smaller 3.5. These are the 4s. They look pretty good. So for the corner ones, all we're gonna do is pry up, which hopefully I don't. There we go. I got it. I got one side. Oh. Oh, there goes my phone. There we go. Yeah, this is the cover. That's the stock one. It's just a straight Phillips screw holding them in. Boom, boom, boom. Yeah, so this shouldn't take too long. Maybe if anything, pulling the sound detonating on the soundbar might take the longest. I heard these front ones are like 10 minutes at most. So there it is. I'm just gonna have to unclip it. I'm gonna put the camera down real quick. There we go. Oh, shit. There it is. So we're going to compare it to, if it focuses, the other one. Pretty big difference size wise. I mean, it's very thin. It's a little bit taller actually too. Alright, so we had a technical difficulties. The little black wire was like not wanting to slide in, but we got them. I actually just did them all too because it was bugging me. I didn't want to deal with it later, each one. So I'm just gonna connect it really quick. Drop it in, bolt it down. That's it. Put the cover back on. There's one side down. Done. That side's done. Now we gotta do the back ones on the soundbar. So this, we gotta get the right size. 4 of those, what are they? Allen keys, whatever those shits are called. There goes one of them, it fell. Oh shit. So, same process, it's just different bolts. It uses one of those Torx. 2 on each side. We're actually gonna fill this, and this is where we're gonna put the sound deadening up. What is it, wrapping? So it might take a little bit. So, just a Torx on this one. T15. Pretty easy.
People usually take the soundbar off and they throw that Polyfill on the sound deadening. But I know we got time for that.
This is the 4-inch. That shit's ugly. So when we compare the stock 4-inch to the kicker just looks and feels a lot way better. So we're gonna put some of the sound deadening film into the soundbar. I'm just gonna cut it as we go and fill it up. Get the Polyfill. So I'm gonna fill this so the sound can go downwards instead of losing sound going upwards. We're gonna do the same on this side. This one should be a little bit easier. The other one looks a little bit more rough. Let me take this out. So we filled it up pretty good. Actually, it doesn't look too bad. Now we're just gonna put some polyfill, which might be hard because it's gonna fall, and then connect the speaker. And then that side's done. Then we gotta wrap this big ass hole. So there's one side. It was kind of tight fit, but it's in. Just gotta do this one and then the other side, and we're done. So I took this tube out because I couldn't get the sound deadening behind it, so I'm gonna finish it up and then we'll be done here on this side, and the same thing for the next side. Same. Good in there. Now we just gotta put some cotton fill on the speaker. Shove this shit in there. Only one bolt lined up. The rest of them I just used self-tapping screws. That should be good. Looks pretty cool. Just gotta do the other side real quick. I probably won't film too much of that side because it's getting dark, and it's the same process anyways. So we got the cover on. I have that side almost off already. I took it off prior to check something, but yeah. So we're just gonna do that side real quick, and then we'll be done. So we got this side finished. It's the last side. We just gotta put the plastic thing on it, and that's it, and then turn everything back on. Hopefully it works. If not, I'm full. What's up, fellas? I just got done testing it. It's a lot louder. It's a lot more clear, like a lot louder. There's not that much bass because I mean there's no amplifier and there's no sub, but it sounds a lot better to me personally for what I spent. I think I paid $133 for the speakers and another $30 for the cotton or whatever, that poly. And the sound deadening and stuff, I paid probably $165 out for everything. To me, it sounds a lot louder. I like it. It's a lot louder. That's what I wanted. But now my next step is to add a sub and an amplifier. And then we'll go from there, and probably the two knee speakers as well, just because I want them all changed, you know. But overall, it sounds a lot better, a lot louder. I'll probably drive with the top off tomorrow and see if it makes a bigger difference with the top off. But other than that, peace out, fellas.